Hi there. Welcome to Steph's World. Now, this is Wake Up America again. I'll be doing some spiritual YouTubes too. Don't worry about that. But this is part 3 of Wake Up America. Now, I had to do something that I promised myself I wasn't going to do. I had to go out and I had to try to get my marriage certificates, okay? There's just no way around it. I mean, I called the legislators and, they're just not going to, I thought about calling the Attorney General. I did, but, it's Homeland Security. So, what do I do? Call Secretary of Homeland Security? So, here's the problem. My boy died. He passed away. And I don't like using the word died. I'd much rather use transitioned. His birthday's coming up. And I'm not easy to be around with right now. I'm really not. Plus my head feels like it's going to explode again. And the doctors, you go to the emergency room, I did it once, I'll never do it again. And you go there and they give you the blank stares like, we don't know what to do with you. It's like, huh? You're the doctors, I'm the patient, and you don't know what to do with me? And that's because they've never met anyone who's still alive who's actually had so much done to her. They've never met anyone like me. She's still alive and kicking. Okay, so anyway, I went to the grocery store today and I try to go, I got this shirt that I'm hot. Down here in Georgia, we're hot. I don't know about where you guys are at, but we warm today. Anyway, I went to the grocery store and I'm a real friendly person. I talk to everybody. Why not? I talk to young kids. I talk to, I like people. I really do. And I don't want me to have a bad attitude. I don't want to be in that place. I want to be in a good place, a good spiritual place. And by being good to other people, that puts me in that good place. But I'm going to tell you something. I talked to a young man. He was probably a college student. And he was loading up some shells and stuff. And we got on the subject, and the people down here, they talk to me. And of course my dad told me it's because I was a damn Indian. But that's an Irish father. And remember, got a Shawnee mother and an Irish dad. Put that combo together. Oh boy. Whew! But, that's why I call myself a warrior woman. Because really, in a way, I came from a warrior bunch of people. Okay? And usually they were women, not the men. Okay, but anyway, getting back to the subject, I went to the store and I got to show you what I bought. I bought me a file folder. Yep, one that I can just carry around with me. It's even got a little thing to hold it shut. How about that? Alright. Oh, and got something else too. Tabs. You can mark all the files, on it. And the reason I got this is because now that I gave in, and I'm getting the 3 marriage certificates, and I have the 3 divorce decrees, and I have the birth certificate, and I have whatever else they might want in their little game that they're playing, you know. And I don't know what it is they're doing, to be honest with you. But anyway, I still feel like we're being marked, cataloged, and all that. And those of us, I'm 59. Those of us who are, getting on in age or physically ill, they just won't do much for us, physically. When I go to the doctor, they could care less, really. I only have one really good doctor, and that's it. When I was in Missouri, I had a whole slew of doctors. Down here, oh my God, I fired 4 or 5 of them already because they're just incompetent. Okay, that's the only way I can describe it. So, when you got a lot wrong with you, you've got to have, good medical. You've got to be taken care of, okay? And last year was a complete nightmare after my son's birthday. I had to go to the emergency room then too, and they did something terrible to me. But we won't go into that. That's over and done with. Let go of the past. And I have. But anyway, yep, bought me this file folder because I'm gonna have already. I got so many papers right now. It's gonna be full. It's amazing, right? For real. We got to do this now. Now I talked to several people there, and one of them helped me with my groceries. And I hope you watch this, dear. I didn't get your name, and I'm really sorry. Real nice gal. Wonderful gal. Everybody down here is just nice as nice can be, let me tell you. But anyway, she helped me out with my groceries and everything because I ain't supposed to be bending. When you got titanium, all up and down your spine, I'm doing things I'm not supposed to be doing. It's no wonder my head's going boop, 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 feeling like it's going to explode. But anyway, I gave in for a reason. Now, I lost my son. I got another son that I didn't completely raise his whole life. Okay? And me and my daughter, or I should say my daughter and I, discussed that just today on the cell phone. I was sitting right out in the parking lot, in fact, talking to her about it. And she was saying, Mom, I didn't actually grow up with Ryan. And she's right, she didn't. I had him for, almost a whole year of his first life, and then some terrible things happened in my world, and I had to let other people take him. Well, he came back into my world when my other children, Rachel was 13 and Matt was about 15, almost 16. Okay, he was about 15. And Rachel said to me, well, the truth of the matter is, Mom, I just don't know him, not like I knew Matt. I grew up with Matt. And I said, okay, I understand that, but he's trying to get back in with his blood. We're his blood. I don't care about the other people. He's been trying for over 20 years to get back in to our family. Now, my parents, they want him in. See, they all remember him when he was a baby. Everybody remembers him. And, but of course she doesn't. She wasn't even born yet. He's 6 years older than her. But anyway, I didn't mean to start talking about that, but here's the deal. I am going to take my little girl, my youngest child. We're going to do something special before I die. I know you don't like to hear me say that, Artem. I know that. But God dog it, I don't know what's happening to me anymore. I feel like my body is, I don't know if it's gonna make it, man. I don't know. I keep hanging on and I don't want to die, but I got something going on one side of my head and it's probably where that aneurysm hit. And they just can't seem to figure out what it is. Well, if I had a good doctor and going on, I'm sure they would. I got a pretty good idea of what I think it is. And I think I'm on a time limit here. Okay? I hope not. I want to be president. Now we had that discussion online. William, you think I can't be a president? You think again. I got everything it takes. I got smarts. And whatever I can't do, I can make sure I get the right people who can do. What do you think the presidents do now? For heaven's sakes. They don't do it all themselves. That's ridiculous. Okay? They don't make all those decisions by themselves. In fact, let's think about this. Do they even make the decisions? I'm thinking that we got what's called a puppet government. What about you all, huh? Think that? That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, this is interesting what this young man said at the store. Now, he said that he had read somewhere that Mr. President Obama, now honor and respect, my spiritual beliefs promote honor and respect. I don't care who you are. And he told me, he said that I'm hearing a motorcycle out there, and every time I see one, I just want to get on it and start riding. Sorry. Fast life. Anyway, he said he had heard that President Obama wanted to put microchips in between everybody's first finger and thumb. Can you imagine that? They need to make a movie about what is happening in our country right now. A serious movie. Not just all those YouTubes that we all bring to you, but something for real. Because this is serious stuff. If you don't believe it, then you're not in the real world. Everyone I talk to around here knows. How come that is? Why do all these other people know? Even my own daughter. You know, I never imagined that my daughter would agree with me on something. She did. She agreed that it was outrageous what they're doing. Unbelievable. Normally she and I don't agree on anything. We just butt heads left and right. But this time we agreed. There's no question. You cannot deny what is happening. Come on, let's wake up. Now, I told you where to go online. All you got to do is Google Homeland Security. Everything is right there. Go to my page on Google+, Steph Russell. Go to Steph Russell. If you have a Gmail account, you can go there. Just create one. And go to Steph Russell, space in between there. And you'll see all the stuff I've posted, okay? A lot. Because I'm like a dog with a meaty bone. I just can't let go. I'm sorry. I'm a warrior, and that's all there is to it. I must have come from Native American warrior people, and that's just probably why my great-grandfather's parents died. They probably fought back, knowing them, knowing my family. They're being moved from their tribe in Peoria, Illinois, down to southern part of Missouri to join the Cherokee. That was what was happening. And my great-grandpa, he was a baby when all that went on. So he doesn't remember it. But he did know, thank God, the white people that took them, thank God they let them know that they were Native American. Because my great-grandpa grew up knowing where he came from. Good for them. Thank you. I want to thank those people for what they did. Anyway, they're not here anymore, of course, but I'm just grateful they did. But getting back to Homeland Security, I'm going to tell you one more thing and then I'll be done, because I'm tired and I don't feel good and my head feels like it's going to blow up. But frankly, I'd made this decision to go ahead and get my marriage certificates. Okay, I'm spending a lot of money, and see, money doesn't mean anything to me. Really doesn't. God provides our needs. Always has. Always will. I just don't think about it. I think it's better for me to do something good for my little girl. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I'm going to need this to do it. Yep. And she was the one that said, oh, by the way, Mom, you're going to need all your other junk for that too. And I went, I am? And she said, oh, you must not have read the emails from the travel agent. And I said, no, I just kind of scanned them. And she said, yeah, unless you get a passport, you're going to need this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. To take a cruise. Unbelievable. Okay, so I'm trying to get all of my marriage certificates now. Now here's where the problem is with those. Now, all my divorces were in Missouri, so that made that real easy. Okay? It truly did. That's my cell phone. Sometimes I want to throw it out the window. But anyway, oh, and by the way, I shut off the people who are trying to get me to do a hangout with them. Forget that. You don't just try to hang out with me without a pre-request. Sorry, it don't work that way. I will not hang out with anybody unless it's a professional Huffington Post or something like that. Sorry, boys, it is not going to work. I'm old enough to be your grandmother. Now stop it right now. Okay, now getting back to the deal here. I love you, but I'm not going to be your girlfriend. That's not what Google Plus is for. So you need to learn that right now. Okay, now I got married in Texas when I married Matt. My boys, I point over there because that's where that picture of his outfit, you know, his army outfit and everything, and his all this stuff that he, you know, his all medals and stuff, all of that's over there, you know. Matt had a bunch of medals, by the way. Big shock. Never knew it till my son died. He was so humble, he never talked about it. I didn't even know what rank he was. It was a shock when I found out he was in charge of the whole helicopter. Unbelievable what my child did. And this helicopter saved lives. It did not take lives. It was a medevac helicopter. And he apparently, when it crash landed, he told his colonel that the blades were still going around right by his legs. He didn't know, right then and there, he told his colonel he didn't know at that point if he was coming out alive. Well, he didn't come out alive in the end. It did kill him. So, but anyway, it just took a little longer. But anyway, here's the deal. I got married in Texas, and if you read my book, it's on Google Drive under Steph Spiritual 20. You'll love it. I'm not anywhere near done either. I vowed I'm not dying until I get that book finished. But it's about 200 pages right now. I'm on part 7 right now. I haven't published that part yet. But anyway, I went down to Texas to marry Matt's dad. We weren't married when I had Matt. Back then, it wasn't unusual. I never married Brian's dad either, you know. I wish I would have, to be honest with you. He was a darn good man. But, you know, if you read my story, you'll know why I never married him. Okay. So I went down to Texas because my ex-husband moved down there to get away from me. He didn't want the responsibilities of being a daddy. That's the truth. But see, then once Matt started getting bigger, and Matt was the cutest kid, the cutest baby in the world. I got a bunch of pictures, baby pictures of him online. He was such a pretty little boy, and he was so happy. He was such a happy little boy. He was so happy. But I know he's okay today. And that part is going to be in there. I wrote a blog about some of my gifts. Now, my boy came to me twice after he passed. And you can believe it or not, I don't even care. Because see, I don't lie. It's not a dream either. Not when it's on telephone and you're talking to your daughter at Christmas time. Yeah. But anyway, I called Texas, the vital records for the area that we got married in. It's down by Fort Worth. And the first woman was yakking real fast and telling me I had to do this and that and blah, 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 and all kinds of strange stuff. And I said, what? For me to have you overnight my marriage certificate? Oh, well, we can't do that. And I said, wait a minute. I can't wait 3 weeks for you to get that marriage certificate to me. I got to get a license. And I got to get tags on my car because right now I'm driving illegally. Those tags are almost a month past now. Now, Missouri, they give you 30 days. So I figured Georgia's will probably do the same thing, you know. But after what I've had to go through, and I'll be sure and tell them, they're 2 separate places I found out. In Missouri they aren't, but maybe they are now. Anyway, this woman was ridiculous on the phone. So I said, could I speak with your supervisor, please? Because, see, I'm that kind of person. If somebody treats me wrong or acts strange, I'm going to talk to the person ahead of them and find out what's really going on because maybe they don't know. So the gal, she didn't ask me this, but the first one did. She wanted to know exactly who she was talking to. My full name. We hadn't even gotten to anything yet. I felt like I was being interrogated. So the supervisor gets on, and I go, now, before we get started, could you give me your full name, please? And she was rattling it off real fast, and I said, oops, hold it. I'm disabled. You're going a little too fast for me. These hands will not write that quickly. You'll have to slow down. And I made her literally spell out her last name. Now, you may think I did that just to be mean. I wanted to make sure I got the correct spelling. Because you know why? I will be calling Homeland Security when I get back from the cruise. You can bet on that. Me and my daughter are going to go have a good time first. But when we get back, then I'm going to let loose. Nothing's going to stop me. Then it's war. As long as I live, I will fight this. I'm not giving in. Are you? This is my country. I don't know what's going on up in the politician world, but it's going to stop now. We got a constitution. Remember? Taking the constitution test today means nothing. Because the Patriot Act circumcised our constitution, by the way. And President Obama re-signed in 3 big parts of that. Wiretapping. Yeah. They can wiretap anybody's house. Just if they suspect you're a terrorist, that's it. You're going to be wiretapped. My phone up in Missouri was tapped. How do I know? Because I know how they sound. Read my book. You'll know why I know. I wasn't always a goody-goody, all my life. I mean, I did some things I'm not proud of. Sorry, I'm truthful. But I am good now. I really am. I found my Creator. And my Creator is my guide here. And I don't believe my Creator is going for this. I don't believe that. I think that's why some of us are out there already fighting. That's what I think. We just got to get the rest of you going. Because for some reason, you don't feel like there's anything you can do. But there is. You always have a choice. I've talked about this in some of my other YouTubes. We always have a choice. Always. They're never going to own this or this. Forget that. They're never. I don't care if they put me in a concentration camp. They ain't going to get it. And they ain't going to get this. They're going to have to shoot me. It's that simple. And you know what? I don't care. Go ahead. Of course, before they come and get me, I'm going to be shooting back. I'll tell you that right now. Because I'm going to protect my home and my life. And according to the Constitution, I have the right to do that. Read it. But let's pray it doesn't come down to that. Let's pray it doesn't. My goodness. If it does, boy, we really seriously, it's over with. I don't know what this country's going to come to. Let's pray it doesn't come to that. But anyway, this gal in Texas, she's telling me the same thing the other one told me, and my goodness, they want me to do all kinds of stuff for me to get my marriage license from them. And I said, ma'am, we're talking Fort Worth, Dallas, Fort Worth here. We're talking a big city, right? Okay. I said, ma'am, y'all have computers and stuff there, right? She said, oh yeah. I said, well, then I don't understand why I have to physically write down all of my information, put it on a piece of paper for you, and then send you a yellow envelope with my address on it and UPS it down to you and then have you confirm everything and then UPS it back to me, and within 3 weeks I'll get all the information. We got a problem here. That's just how we do things, ma'am. And I said, well, that may be how you do things, but not everybody does things that way. There must be a better way. I just don't believe that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to buy what you're telling me. So then, then she tells me, oh, well, you can call VitaCheck or VitalCheck or something like that. And I thought, wait a minute, I've used them before. They're easy. They're a great company. I love them. That's where I got all my divorce stuff from and my birth certificate. So, there's one in Texas, and that was the one I had to call. And now I had a hard time finally getting a hold of these people, but I did. Oh, no, wait a minute, I'm sorry. I called the one in Missouri for the Missouri stuff, and they were just nice as can be. But the Texas one, I just got online and did it. And I thought, shoot, this is what I should have done in the first place. But anyway, lesson learned, okay? But the point is, what's going on with these people? You know, this is what I asked her at the end of the conversation. I said, ma'am, are you aware of who you're really working for? Now, let's be clear on that. Who is she really working for? Homeland Security. And she turns around and says to me, you better believe I'm aware of it. Like she's real proud of it. And I thought, wow. Wow, wow, wow. You know, that's called indoctrination. That's what we call that. How many other Americans think it's okay for us to have to carry around a multitude of paperwork to prove that we're not terrorists? You better be thinking about all this. I didn't read you anything out of Homeland Security because I don't need to. You can go there yourself. And I hope you do, because you'll be in shock. What people can do. They can actually get you put in jail. So you better wake up. We got a heck of a problem here. Well, that's good old Steph signing off. I hope you watch me. Talk to you later. Have a great day, y'all. And you too in Homeland Security. Bye.